What's that version of Kuminga do for y'all?
Takes his team to another level. He was so patient, let the game come to him. He got going a little bit getting downhill as soon as he got in there, but I thought the biggest play he made was when he got it in the middle of the paint and kicked it out to Moses. That just shows growth. He can take that shot. He can make that shot. And he does often. But to go in there, not take that shot and have the shot, but kick it out for an even better shot and get someone else going, that's what stars do. So it's just good to see that next level of growth from him. And, we need him to continue playing the way he played tonight. Every night's not going to look the same for him. That's just the way this league works when an offense isn't built around you. But if he plays we always need him getting downhill, and him playing with the patience that he played with tonight was huge.
On the other side, Dre, what do you think about the way he took on the challenge of guarding Luka?
Luka, LeBron, everybody he got on. Austin Reeves at times. He was asking for those matchups. It says a lot. We challenged him in private. We challenged him publicly to step up on the defensive end, and he did that. He was great offensively, but he was even better defensively.
Hey, Draymond, your big play on Luka late in the game, what was key in pulling off that steal?
Well, Jimmy did a great job of standing in front of him, forcing him into a tough situation, and he drove him right down to me. Only pass he really got is to my guy in the dunker, and that guy got to either shoot a floater or got to go through my chest to get the layup. So I felt comfortable enough to go for it. He put the ball out there, and at worst, I'm going to foul him, but he ain't getting the and one, and it's 2 free throws. So just taking advantage of an opportunity to make a play.
Did you have any idea that it looked like Jimmy was playing hurt with something wrong with his left forearm?
Yeah, I think it happened when he fell with Rui on that play. But Jimmy's tough as hell. And, we needed him to come back in to close that game out. He came back, and he was exactly who he's been and who we needed him to be.
Hey, Dre, we saw your reaction during the Olympics. We saw it the other night when Steph scored 52. What's it like to share the court with him when he's having one of those unconscious flurries?
It's easy. But honestly, it's a joy. Like, we're out there with him. We are in all as y'all are, or anyone else in the world. Just the shot-making ability. Like, he's guarded differently than anyone in the NBA. The amount of schemes that he sees on a nightly basis. And the shot-making ability is incredible, but he does it while getting everyone else involved, never dominating the ball, letting everybody touch the ball and still getting off. And so it makes it a lot easier for us. Sometimes you get guys that are star players and they get on those runs and no one touches the ball for 5 minutes, and it's hard to have a rhythm. It's not him. He'll get off the ball and keep running and go find the ball again. And so it's really easy. 89 points over 2 games ain't half bad.
Draymond, last time you were here, the Lakers jumped out early, and you yourself in the postgame was not happy with the defense at all. It seemed like since that point, you've taken it personally to get back to the old defensive player of the year. You're probably going to win it again this year. Just at this point in your career, late in the season, being able to lock up, there's a moment where you had LeBron miss a shot, you did the lock-up sign to the crowd and stuff. But just speak to that mentality where you were still probably one of the best ball-on-ball defenders in the league and what it does for your team.
That was a fun moment. My wife and Farrah was sitting courtside, so I did it to them. Then he hit the 3 on me in the corner, and he looked back at them. So it was a very fun moment. But, I knew, I think that game was right at the next game after we got Jimmy.
Same night.
And I knew that this team was changing with getting him. And so it lifted the level. And, Steph said he just want to play meaningful basketball. And they gave us our ownership group and our general manager gave us the opportunity to do that. You can't be one of the pillars of a franchise and they give you that opportunity at the points that we are in our career and you don't give them everything that you have. And I think you can see that out of me. I think you can see that out of Steph. And in turn, if we do that, obviously we knew what Jimmy was bringing, but if we can do that, then everyone else has to. And I think from that point, everybody's just raised a level. And I've tried to take it upon myself to be the anchor of our defense on that side of the ball, especially starting at the 5. And everybody else is doing their job. Defense is never about what one person can do. Like I said, I like to anchor it. I like to be a disruptor. But at the end of the day, you need your teammates on that side of the ball, and my teammates have been incredible.
How important was it to see Podziemski hit those shots early, and just for him to have this kind of game at this stage late in the season? He got going in that San Antonio game, and he's kind of continued it since. But it's huge because, again, I'm going to say the term again, meaningful basketball. Unfortunately, he hasn't had the opportunity to play much meaningful basketball at this level. And so for us, we plan on doing that. And with him, we need these games to prepare him for what's to come. And, for him, Moses, J.K., those guys, Moses and J.K. won a championship, but they didn't play a ton of minutes. They are key pieces to what we're trying to do now. And so getting these guys these games right now that mean something and seeing them step up the way they are is huge. It's the growth that you hope you have from second and third and fourth year guys, and they're doing it.
This Lakers team is a team you might see again, down the line. How different was it playing them tonight with Luka? And how do you feel like you match up generally?
It's very different playing them with Luka because, we've had our battles with Bron over the years. He can make any pass, any play at any time. And now they got two guys that can make any pass, any play at any time. And so it just changes things. It changes how much you can help. It changes, kind of your cat and mouse game. When you got two stars and like they have in Bron and Luka, I think that's tough for anybody. And now let's talk about Austin Reeves because he's been playing like a star over the last 15 games or so. And it makes them a tough team to beat. But I think we executed our game plan tonight pretty well. Was able to come out with the win, but I think this is a team we'll see sometime soon down the road.
Steve said you guys got on Brandon recently when he didn't take one of those half quarters. I believe you got on him particularly.
Absolutely.
He hit one tonight. I guess, what was your message to him?
Well, him and Steph shoot half-court shots against each other every day. And I know you'd imagine that the standings is like Steph. I'm not sure what their count is, but BP could be possibly leading. He hits those shots very frequently. And so we get in the game in San Antonio, and he's had one at the buzzer, and he threw it to Jimmy. And we all like, what are you doing? No, you have to take that shot. He took it tonight, and he made it. And so that's why you kind of seen everybody reaction from the bench going crazy. And he's running off yelling, give me my money, because we shoot half-court shots when someone's late for money. And he's yelling, give me my money, give me my money. So it was a great moment, but it's good to see him make that shot. It was a huge shot. I think they had just hit a three. And so it was a huge shot. Completely shifted the momentum going into the half back to us. And so, but the stickler on taking those shots is Steph. He talked about it before. He's always the one hey, man, don't just dribble the ball, dribble the clock out, then throw it up. He hates that. And so it kind of creates this culture on this team where you got to take that shot. And if you don't want to, then don't go grab the ball. Give the ball to somebody who's going to take it. But BP stepped up. He took the shot. He made it. It was a huge play.
You've mentioned how there's kind of been a level of additional urgency, and you guys have seen the growth in this team since acquiring Jimmy Butler. What have you seen in terms of, if at all, shift in culture, identity, and how he's added to that?
It's just really the shift in belief. I think our culture has been here. You know, a bunch of people did a great, incredible job of creating that. But what he's changed is the belief in this group. It's no surprise. I'm in year 13. I think Steph's in year, what, 16? 16. We're on the wrong side of our downslide, but we still got a lot left in the tank. And we all knew we kind of all felt like, and you heard us all saying all year, like, man, we think we're right there. Just can't get over the hump, but we're right there. And so when we got that guy, Jimmy, I think that helped us get over the hump. And we're still a long ways away from what we ultimately want to do, but we're headed in the right direction. So I think the biggest thing he's changed is obviously the skill on the court and what we're capable of doing, but he's just brought this belief to this group that we feel like we can win again, and we're playing like that.
Draymond, on that note, since Jimmy's arrival, how have you seen him and Steph approach their dynamic together?
It's pretty simple. They both have the utmost respect for each other. They both have a huge appreciation for each other's game. And the rest of us just kind of fall in line after that. You know, they got this great chemistry, this great communication amongst them. And when your two top dogs got chemistry and great communication, everybody else better fall in line. So that's what we try to do.